everyone, hello, welcome back. Today we have got a single leg focused skill development session. So whether you are looking to start building some strength and mobility in single leg movements, or you've already been doing this for a while, we've got something for everyone, and the way the exercises are set up means that you'll be able to challenge yourself where you're currently at with these movements. So that's all good. You will need a chair or stool. Sofa will work fine as well. A block in case you want to adjust the height to which you are going to single leg squat onto your chair or sofa. That you might not need that, but it's good to have something around. And then a book, a thick hardback book, or a squat wedge if you've got one. Now, if you're interested in getting one of these, they're really cheap on Amazon. I think they're called yoga wedges. So it's just something to elevate the heels. This is probably just over 1 inch high at the top there. So those are the things that you'll need, and of course your water. So we are going to start off in just a normal squat, just to ease ourselves in, and then we'll start testing where our comfort level lies to switch the weight of, shift the weight into one side and where we feel comfortable doing that. So just start off in your normal squat and just start getting everything bending. Doesn't matter what it looks like. So this will also transfer over to your regular two-legged squat as well. So general rounder, fun, challenging single leg exercises that have carryover to single leg exercises, and also squatting on 2 legs for anybody who's interested in that. It's been a while since I've done any single leg pistol sort of stuff. It can be a bit difficult with a pregnant stomach, but we'll see how we get on. Should be okay. Now, I want you to squat down and just shift the weight into one leg, back to the center, and then other side. So squat down, push one hip out, recenter, come back up. Keep switching sides. Really lean into that foot as well. So as the hip shoots out, just lean into that leg. There we go. One more. Awesome. Okay. So we are going to practice the bottom position of our pistol. Now this is where a wedge or a thick book to put your heels on can help, because it just gives us far more stability in that bottom position by faking a lot of ankle mobility that most people don't have. I don't have it, still working on it. So pop your heels onto something which just produces that tip forward of the foot like that. And we're going to practice our very deepest squat. So having a bit more ankle mobility will allow your body just to sink a little bit deeper into that squat. So just have a little play around. See if you can sit the bum back onto the heels. Shoot the arms forward if it helps with balance. And now we're going to go with that hip shift. Again, remember, yours might just look like this. That's fine. I've been doing these for a little while. This is where I'm at. Just take the depth out as needed. We're going to play with that hip shift. We're going to lean, and we're going to stand back up. Lean, and stand back up. Shifting the weight over onto one leg. Lovely. Have a break, grab a drink, and I'll explain what's coming up next. So we're going to make that bottom position our focus. And when I say bottom position, whatever the bottom position looks like for you, so whether it's here or it's here, go with whatever your body currently wants. If it helps, you can set this up next to your chair so that you've got a little bit of support. If you wobble, that's also a nice idea. So if that helps you get a bit lower, so you've got something to hold on to, then that's a great option. So in that bottom position, we're going to shift over to one side and we're going to try and release the other leg. All right, so I'm just going to demonstrate that. Ease yourself in, holding onto that chair if you need to, and you're going to either just tap the toe and bring it back in, trying to keep this heel down, or you're going to bring it out as straight as it will go, bring it back in, stand up, give yourself a break, and then we're going to switch sides, okay? So we're just going to go for about 4 on each side, because these can be really challenging for mobility if you've not done them before. Lots of your connective tissue and ligaments are going to be going, ah! So, but also this could be you tapping that leg out and standing back up, or bringing it out straight and standing back up like that. So pick your level, and here we go, about 4 on each leg. We're going to swap sides each time. Coming down, shift that weight, hold on to something if necessary, bring it back in, and stand up. Now, other side. As with all single leg exercises, you might find that one side prefers this over the other. Completely normal. Try one unassisted. You've really got to shift your weight over. That leg, it's quite hard to do with this in the way. And get it out nice and straight. Perfect. Keep going with it, take your time. One more each side. Again, stop wherever you need to. Wonderful. Grab yourselves a drink. And we're going to go with that again, but we're going to try and make the leg multi-directional. So just to add a bit of challenge to it. Again, hold on to something if you feel like you need to. We're going to try and bring our right leg, when we do our right leg, out towards where my 3 is, but if this was a clock face, this would be like 1, 2 o'clock. So instead of taking it out straight, we're going to try and take it out a little bit more to the side. Just going to challenge the balance in the leg on the floor. And we're also going to take the left leg out towards, which would be like 10, 11 o'clock here, which is my number 1 on this side. So we're going to go down, take the leg out, stand up, down, take the leg out, stand up, and then we're going to change it again. So just going to cluster these, which means just going to focus on 1 or 2 reps at a time with a short break, and then change things. So a little bit of a skill cluster. So going down, right leg's going to go out more towards 1 or 2 o'clock and not straight. Left leg going out this way. Perfect, relax it there. Okay, next 2, take the leg out straight, move it wide, bring it back in. So it's going out straight, wide, back in. Remember, if your depth is here, that looks like this. So you're moving, you're coming down, goes out straight, you move it round, bring it back in, all whilst being lent on this leg. In the bottom position, it's going to look like this, straight, round. If it needs to touch down, that's cool. If you need to hold on, hold on. I definitely will. These are really tough. Okay, I'm going to have to go with my left leg now because that was a lot for my right leg. Going down, bring it out straight, out to 1 or 2 o'clock, back in. Oh, very impressed. My left leg definitely likes to do the moving more than the supporting. And now my right leg's turn. Down, out straight, move it, bring it back up. Perfect. Oh, those are tough. Next 2. These are probably the hardest things we're going to do today, so get them out of the way first. We're going to take them out, bring them back straight, bring them back in. So for this height, we're going out 1 or 2 o'clock, bring it back in, stand however you need to, and then down that bottom position looks exactly the same. Here we go. Oh, I don't know which leg to go with first. I'll go right leg, because it obviously doesn't like to do this as much as my left leg. And other side. Nice, relax it there, perfect. Yeah, those are definitely pretty savage. We'll leave it there. Lots of work for the abductor as well, and the glute. To support that, that's where I really felt that. And the very stretchy feelings all around the hips and everything else. Okay, so now we're going to grab our chair. Now, you'll only need the block or something to stand on if your chair or surface that you're going to single leg squat onto is too high. In fact, let me angle it just so you can see a little bit better. So I'm going to single leg squat onto my chair and back off. I'm just going to test that with both legs and see how it feels. And that feels really achievable, but if I want to level it up a little bit, I need to make that distance that I'm going a little bit further. And I can do that by standing on a block. Again, if you feel a bit wobbly in this, you can set it up next to a wall so that if you do wobble, you've got something to steady yourself on. And now I'm just going to test my block. So if you do have something, you can test it, lower yourself down, and then stand up. Doesn't matter if this foot drags on the floor a little or has to go down for some support. That's totally cool. So we're trying to lower ourselves down and stand up. So it's a lot more challenging for me than just doing it off the floor. If I had something lower, which I do, it's in the corner with loads of stuff on top of it, then it would have been a little bit easier. But here we go. So we are going to go for same leg between 4 and 6. So pick your number, pick what you feel comfortable with, and focusing on controlling this bit as much as possible, and then standing back up from there. All right, arms out for balance or on a surface for support. Use those arms however you need them. And that was 6 from that leg. And switch sides. Yeah, just really taking your time with these. They are really challenging. In fact, my left leg definitely does not like to do them as much, and required my right leg just to go down a little bit then. Go on left leg. Not as much of a smooth ride with the left leg in control. But we persevere. One more. Yes. Amazing. Okay, just pull your chair to one side. And grab yourself a pew on the floor. For the last little part, I'm just going to focus on some leg lifts, which will help us when we're in the bottom of that pistol and we're holding the leg nice and straight. It's quite a lot for the top of the leg to hold that position. So bring one foot in nice and close as you can get it. Hold it nice and snug, and then toes nice, pointing at the ceiling. Lift that leg and hold 1, 2, and then bring it down. See if you can control it both up and down with intention. Try not to let it just drop. That's it. A lot harder than it looks, actually. We're going for 6 altogether, so that's 2 already done. I'm trying to keep yourself pulled into this leg. You'll notice that as my leg comes up, I naturally tip back. If that was in the bottom of my pistol, that would throw me off balance. So I've got to really try bring myself in as that leg comes up, which is a real challenge for my body. It doesn't quite have that skill yet, so this is why we're working on these skills. 2 more. And last one. Bring this back in. So you could use these exercises as a way to warm up for some heavier squats, so maybe back squats or goblet squats, just to help the body remember that it has got mobility and confidence and skill in these movements. One more. Lovely, relax it there. So I'm going to leave you there. If you wanted to get more out of this, you could repeat from the start, or you could just repeat the last 2 exercises that we've done as superset, single leg squat onto chair, and the leg lifts. You could repeat those more times, or you could go back to the start and do the whole thing again. But I'm going to leave you there. Let me know if you tried them. Let me know if you tested your squat at the beginning and you're going to retest it now. And yeah, have a really good rest of your day. Enjoy.